They're both great clubs, both world famous. Any city would be proud to say it's home to Celtic and Rangers. Yet it's arguable that nowhere else in the world can you find as toxic an atmosphere between two sets of supporters.
It is very hard to think of another game quite like the Old Firm match here in Glasgow, because it's a kind of fusion of politics, identity, religion, ignorance, a whole kind of range. So effectively it's probably, and in some cases probably thankfully, the only game of its type in the world.
On one side of this you have the green of Celtic, its roots in Irish Catholic, often nationalist immigrants who settled in Scotland. They're poor and say they often face discrimination in wider society. And on the other, the blue of Rangers, its Protestant roots reflected in a belief in the union with England and all that that entails. Their supporters often accuse Celtic fans of backing terrorism, though some of their own fans have long been accused of links to loyalist paramilitaries in Northern Ireland. But this isn't Ireland, and many Rangers and Celtic fans say they get along with each other perfectly well Monday to Friday. The trouble is when match day comes, some Rangers fans will sing songs abusing the Pope. Some Celtic fans will chant chants in support of the IRA. The hatred becomes ritualistic, visceral, all-consuming. It's been like this for decades. 30 years ago, Celtic's players couldn't even celebrate their cup final win over Rangers because there was so much fighting on the pitch. It reached a new low, though, last season when the Celtic manager was sent a parcel bomb in the post, raising fears not just of sectarianism, but of the birth of football paramilitaries. In response, the Scottish Parliament spent months on new laws to ban even verbal provocation, though it's clear they don't really believe they can stop it.
Of course you can, but what I would say is when you have almost everyone in Scottish society asking Scottish politicians to do their bit, it would be counterproductive not to do something. We're working in many ways. It's not just about legislation, it's about a variety of other social initiatives that the Scottish Government and schools and the football clubs themselves are involved in.
So the pubs now have warning signs and staff have to ask fans not to sing provocative songs. But both sides know this stuff has gone through the generations.
All of a sudden somebody will yell out IRA, you know, so...
In the pub?
In the pub, but how can you stop that?
We tend to keep our customers in the pub. We don't allow them to go out, and if there's any sectarian action from our customers outside towards fans passing by, then they'll be instantly barred.
Rangers have always been a proddy team. Celtic have always been a Catholic team. And this family have always hated Catholics. Proddies.
Occasionally you find expressions of young people mocking the ignorance of their parents, but it's rare. The majority still favours hate. Laurence, Al Jazeera, Glasgow.